What's up, everybody? Matt Kajeski here, back again with the Odd Shopper channel. Today, we're talking college basketball props via No House Advantage. Before we get started, make sure to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so knowing this and all other content goes live. If you're listening on podcast, please leave a rating and review over there as well. We are brought to you by No House Advantage. They have a first match deposit bonus up to $100 when you click the link in the video description below, and a bunch of different ways you can play player props across sports. They have the Verse the House tool, which is just you making lineups versus their listed lines. That's what we'll be doing today. And they have pick'em contests, you versus other people in tournament style fashion, where you can win as much as $25,000 in these tournaments. And a lot of times they're not failing, which means you have a better chance to win a lot of those prizes. And last thing, they have the best implied odds when you're playing these Verse the House tools. This includes other sites like Prize Picks. You make a 4 or a 5 lineup, prop-based lineup, and these have better odds than Prize Picks. So make sure to check out No House Advantage, and we're going to do just that right now, giving you the 3 best ones we saw for today on the board. And this starts out with Jarkel Joyner, NC State, under 17.5 points. This one has actually taken a lot of line movement throughout the day. Duke was -4 to begin, and now they're -6.5. That's dropped NC State's implied team total to 69 points, which has definitely affected the projection on this. And again, sometimes the listed lines just can't move as fast as the actual betting lines move. And again, this is where everything's derived. But Jarkel Joyner is just a bet on regression at this point. I mean, he's in an offense that has multiple scorers, including Terquavian Smith, Casey Morsell, and even DJ Burns when he's not fouling people, which he might do tonight. But basically, Jarkel Joyner has a 21% shot rate on the year, and that's 28% over the last 3 games. So he's due for some pretty gnarly negative regression. Right now, his season average in terms of points is 17 per game. But again, this is going to be a bit of a pace down spot for him here. NC State has 71.9 possessions per game. Well, Duke slows the pace. They play at a 67.6 possession rate. And this is a fully healthy Duke team. We saw NC State score 84 points in the first matchup. Now you have a Duke team playing much better at this point. You've got all the bigs inside, and money keeps coming in on Duke. So this is one we project to the under. Next up, we go to Clemson versus Virginia, where we have PJ Hall. This is the wrong one. Excuse me. This was supposed to be the rebounds, not points. Here we go. PJ Hall over 5.5 rebounds here. First things first, you're going to, if you look up like season averages with PJ Hall, they're all depressed because he started the year on a pitch count because of injury. 5.4 rebounds per game is his average. It's basically right on average here. And this does not project to be a really fast game. Anytime you see Virginia on the slate, you're going to get that. The total is 129.5. Virginia is a 6.5 point favorite. But Clemson has a massive size advantage here. In terms of total rebounding, Clemson's 119, Virginia's 182. Virginia plays without like a true big man on the floor. It's basically just Jaden Gardner and then Ben Vanderplas as their big men. But PJ Hall's, he's 6'10". He has an 18% rebound rate in the last 30 games. And again, that's the most important statistic here, the most recent play, because he did not start the year fully healthy. And there's also room for improvement with the minutes. Last 3 games, 21, 31, and 30 minutes. That 21-minute game was a 25-point victory, so expecting him to play 30-plus here in a competitive game. We're going over 5.5 boards. Last one to close this out. We will go all the way down to Sam Griesel for Nebraska, taking on Michigan State. This is an underplay at 13.5 points. We look at Griesel. He averages about 11.7 points per game this year. And Nebraska is a team that has not played consistent rotations really all season. Griesel is now playing a lot of minutes. His shot rate is up to 19% from 14.5% on the year, but his usage rate still trails behind players like Derek Walker. Casey Tominaga is now playing every single minute with an absurd shot rate, and he's playing extremely well himself. But more than anything else, Michigan State's taking money in this game. The total is just 139. Both these teams play below average in terms of their possessions per game. And that's more so on the Michigan State side. They come in at 68. Nebraska is 69.6. So it's another pace down spot. But with the implied team total dropping for Nebraska and the shot rate still trailing Derek Walker and Casey Tominaga, you have Sam Griesel projecting towards the under with 13.5 points. With these three, pays out 5x if you get all of them correct. You need to make at least 2 picks, but if you make 5, you pay up to 21 extra entry fee. And again, that's better than anywhere else in the industry for these implied odds. Let me know what you think in the comment section about these. If there's any others you like, I'd love to hear it. You can follow me on Twitter at Matt_Kajeski. Otherwise, we'll be back tomorrow breaking down more props, and we'll see you then.